Mark, thanks very much for that. 6:02 right now, and soon there could be more places to get a dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, even though the number of doses is not expected to increase anytime soon. We have WMAR2 News' Megan Knight live outside the Baltimore Convention Center this morning, where people, Megan, will be able to get vaccinated next Friday. But I think they're going to need more doses before they can start calling it a mass vaccination site.
Yeah, I agree, Christian. Just because they are setting up these mass vaccination sites does not mean that suddenly more people are going to be able to get the vaccine. We're still working with a very limited supply of about 10,000 doses a day, but they're just trying to get the infrastructure at this point put in place so for when that day comes, they'll have places to go like the Baltimore City Convention Center and also Six Flags America in Prince George's County. Those are 2 of 6 sites that are going to be opening up. Those 2 sites here at the Convention Center and Six Flags, they're going to be opening up starting next Friday, February 5th. M&T Bank Stadium, that's also set to be a site once we get more doses that allow for that. They're still working on choosing sites in western and southern Maryland as well as on the eastern shore. Another change that's happening next week, starting on Monday the 1st, Phase 1 is going to expand a little bit to include people who are severely immunocompromised. So, for example, this would be like cancer patients who are going through chemotherapy. They will now be allowed to get the vaccine. Now, Governor Larry Hogan addressed the criticism yesterday of continuing to expand the number of people who are eligible to get the vaccine, even though the state is still only getting about 10,000 doses a day. And according to the CDC, Maryland ranks 40th in terms of vaccinating people by population. Hogan said the federal government and county leaders asked him, in fact, he said they begged him to move ahead in Phase 1, and now people are feeling frustrated that they can't make an appointment because of the very limited supply. Hogan said they're hopeful that the Biden administration will be able to get them more doses over the next few months.
The last 10 months has been really hard. This is going to be much, much harder. So I ask all Marylanders to, as difficult as it is, to please be patient.
And there is some hope that if the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is approved for emergency authorization use, that will speed up the process because it only requires 1 dose and does not need special freezer storage. So if that's approved, actually some of those vaccines would be manufactured right here in Maryland, so that might help out the situation a little bit. But until that happens, we're still stuck with a very limited supply. And coming up in the next half hour, we're going to hear from one woman in Harford County who, like so many, feeling that frustration of trying to set up an elderly loved one with getting an appointment, trying to get that COVID-19 vaccine. We're live in downtown Baltimore. Megan Knight, WMAR2 News.